What's going on, guys? Well, the time has come to pull this motor. So I did a bit of a compression test, and I'll show you the 4 cylinders and their difference in compression right here. And I also checked all the valve lash, and everything was to spec, so we know it's not valve issues. So what I did next was I took my endoscope right here, this little guy, and stuck her down the holes, and this is what we got. So you can see in the pictures there that doesn't look too happy, and I had been getting a bit of blow by and what I thought was a turbo failure. With this new turbo here, it's just the upgraded turbo. Here's the internals right here, and I took it right apart. This is all the old internals. Everything looks perfect. There's no wear, there's no tear. The compressor side oil ring is good, the exhaust side oil ring's good, these bearings are good. Everything else seemed good, like there's no buildup. Everything was brand new, just like when I bought it. So did rebuild it anyway, and there's my old manifold, well, the new manifold, which I took off because I thought maybe there was also an issue there with the angle of the turbo. Mind you, I did clock it, so it was perfect. So now we know what's up. We're gonna get down and dirty, get this thing pulled. So we got the subframe out. One axle pulled, the other one's kind of stuck in there, so we're gonna pull it with the axle in. I know it sounds funny, but everything else is pushed out of the way. We're sitting on the 2 end mounts. I just have to undo the shift linkage and the little hydraulic mechanism, and gotta go grab the engine hoist and hook it up and drop her down. A bit of a struggle in here, but I mean, it is what it is. And yeah, it's really dirty in here. I know that. Oh, except for that alternator. But yeah, this axle's giving me problems, so I just pulled it out of that side, and I'm just gonna drop it with it, and then I can deal with it once it's out. Other than that, everything else is out too. So we're gonna continue on this. Hopefully have this motor out by the end of the night. Probably about 4 hours into it now by myself. Going on 5 hours now probably. Just, running into stuck bolts and a little bit of issues with that axle even. That was giving me a little bit of issues just to pull it out, but nevertheless, let's get down and dirty. It's getting a little dark. I had to wait for my buddy to get home to grab my engine hoist he was borrowing, so we got it all set up, and everything's out of the way except for the last 2 motor mounts. One's on that side, one's on this side, but it's all ready to go. She's in there loose, so I'm gonna undo some bolts and see if we can't get her dropped by the end of the night. It's getting dark, so I'm working with my flashlight. Dark. So quick break and get back at her. Alright, I got the 2 motor mounts out. And sorry about the lighting, it's horrible, I know. But the motor is free. And I'm gonna drop it to the ground here. I'm just gonna go grab a tire, throw it underneath it. Alright. Well, it's getting late. It's about 10:30 almost here. I've got the car in the air. Sorry about the lighting. I keep saying that, but man, it's dark out here, so I'm just gonna pull this motor out and then I can kind of let the car back down onto the jacks. Alright, there we have it. It's getting close to 11. I snagged that motor out of there. Took a little wiggling. I actually got the strap on that motor mount there and just left and right and got it out of there. So there's just enough clearance so I can there's about 7 inches or so, but I'm gonna put the vehicle down now and put the motor back on the hoist and wheel it into the shop. Alright, so it's early morning next day. There's the motor. Got to do a bit of a cleanup in the shop still so I can start pulling it apart, but there we have it.
Slicks ripping on the asphalt. Eyes 2020 on the strip, yeah. Christmas trees flashing, engine growling. Solar Big Daddy in my veins soaring. The quicker they come, the quicker they fall. One of us who can on the go. Let's get it on. Like a bat out of hell, harder than hell. Gonna do dirty on the 4-second, really want it. Competition from the sportsmen to the pros. Hawkeyes on the wally, nothing but the wally. Snake and mongoose is battle for the wally. So legendary, can roar like Katy Perry.